good morning, everyone. We are back with Trooper Ryan Davis for this week's segment of Ask the Trooper, and he's just going to be kind of giving us some safety tips as we get ready for the new year. So thank you for joining us this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, of course. So I know we've been talking about a lot of holiday stuff, but of course with the new year, a lot of people are going to be out celebrating, partying, and we know how important it is to have a DD if you are going to and from places. So just kind of explain a little bit more about that.
Yes, ma'am. So at least half our fatal crashes in Louisiana have some form of impairment. So sober driving is very important. If you plan to consume alcohol for the New Year's, tend to party, anything similar to that, always plan ahead, have a sober driver, or utilize one of our many taxi cab or Uber or Lyft services that are in our area. Sober drivers are more apt to be able to react to sudden changes on the roadway. So you have a deer run out in front of you or someone cross the center line, you know, whenever you do consume alcohol or any other substances that would impair your ability to operate a vehicle, you're less likely to be able to react safely and accurately and accordingly to those situations.
Yeah, absolutely. We want everybody to have fun, but also be safe is the most important thing. And also, there might be some people maybe walking to and from some restaurants, things like that. What should people know if they're out, you know, walking on the sidewalk? What should they wear and what should they be aware of out there?
So pedestrian safety has been highly on my mind lately, and we're working on some education materials going into the new year. But what you need to know going forward, if you are walking, always walk against traffic. For a couple of reasons. You're able to see the vehicle quickly and be able to get out of the way. You have more time to react because you can see them. Also, never wear dark clothing at night, which it seems that it's getting cold. A lot of our cold weather gear is either camouflage or dark. It's a trend. If all you can find is dark clothing, I would encourage you to get a traffic vest if you do plan to walk. Also, if you plan for evening festivities with the daylight savings time and getting dark earlier, a flashlight's never a bad idea. And always let your loved ones know what you're doing. You know, if you plan to walk somewhere, let them know where you're going, where you're coming from, and your expected ETA.
Yeah, absolutely. I know it. I didn't even think about the fact that a lot of the winter clothes are like neutrals and things like that.
But it's very hard.
Darker clothes are warmer, so.
And then, you know, football season with Super Bowl, all our team jackets are dark too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, so grab a vest. I've seen a few people walking that have like the traffic vest on, just to be safe out there for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. And another thing, if you do see a crash, whenever you're going to and from these places, you know, what's the best way someone can go about that if they see that no one's been helping them and there's just no one around? How can they go about that?
So if you come upon a crash during your evening commute and the scene has not been addressed, there's no emergency vehicles and the vehicles are still on the road, activate your emergency flashers, you know, so you can forewarn the other vehicles that are coming your way. If there are still people on the roadway, you know, God forbid there's injuries or something like that, you can use your vehicle to shield them. And call 911. We want to get emergency services there as quickly as possible, so not only can we render them aid, but we can get your vehicle and you out of harm's way, because I don't know if you've ever noticed on crashes, they'll park that fire truck at an angle. Well, those vehicles are so heavy, they can deflect a lot of vehicles that not paying attention and hit the fire truck and keep those workers safe.
Yeah, definitely. We want everybody, you know, it's a fun time, bringing in the new year, popping fireworks, going to celebrations, but we definitely want everybody to stay safe and everybody to make it into 2025.
Exactly, yeah. So just remember to please be safe out there if you do plan on celebrating. If you do see a crash, remember to keep these tips in mind just so maybe you can save somebody else's life. But thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, everyone have a safe and happy new year, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.